Hello, welcome. And Scott's not here. Is it obvious straight away? I don't know what I did wrong, Scott. I tried. Thank you again, Scott, for doing all the videos and all the backgrounds, because I know you're probably watching from work, and I hope the printer's back online really soon. Welcome. You've probably seen this week, we've got heaps of shows coming up. I can't even tell you how many because there's just too many. So there's been a heap go up on the page. If you want to have a look through, you can hit on the interested or going, and it will give you a reminder beforehand to whether it be Facebook or YouTube or the website, whatever you choose to watch it through. You should be able to hit interested or going, and you should get a reminder, because some of them are on different days, different times. I'll be in different parts of the state for some of them. So if you are watching, let me know, and I will hopefully get to see some of you at some point in the next few weeks. We've got Mak Shar joining us today to have a chat about their current single. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments and we'll get to them as we go. We'll welcome them both into the room. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome. Two separate places. Is it because we fight, or?
We try and get as far apart as possible at all times.
Yeah.
We literally went to other ends of the world this time for this interview.
Yeah, just to keep it tame.
Civil.
Yeah.
Yeah, civil.
Yeah. Who wins? Is there a winner that usually you? Yeah.
No way, Mac. No way. No way.
Had to try.
It's worth it. You nearly did it. That's better. Now we can see you both. I don't know how you can switch people around, but I don't actually know how that's Scott's.
That's Scott's job.
Yeah, he didn't make it. So we're not going to pay him. It's no payment tonight. So tell us a little bit. You're all the way across the world, and you're over there on a holiday. What's it like?
So me, yes, I'm in Scotland. Just casually. Mac is still in Australia. Really mad at me for a bit. Yeah.
In our studio, still working. Thank you.
You know, sometimes you got to leave. You got to leave some things for the incompetent brother. But look, it's okay.
And he's on the other side of the world, so he can say that.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
The next time he hears his next song, he's going to be singing a semitone out of tune for the whole thing. So, because I have to do it.
You have to do it. That's right. No. So welcome from the other side of the world. I have had some people on the show from Scotland, but I haven't been there, and I'm glad that it's working. So you're just getting up, and we're not far off going to bed.
Yes. So it's 8:09 in the morning here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So we didn't
only
get up in the middle of the night. I feel like we could have planned that better.
We should have.
2 a.m.
It should be 11:49 p.m. That would be nice.
Yes, that would be great. Yeah, just in time. Yeah, just to be nice, and thank you for being on holiday. Oh dear. So even while you're on holiday, you released a single and then you ran away. Tell us a bit about your current single, because we had you guys on earlier in the year with your previous one, and that did really well. And so is this one. You guys had a good year.
Yeah, we've So the last single was Best Thing. It was very lovey-dovey love song side of things. It was doing really well. Yeah, it kind of like people enjoyed it, and we got received really well, radio and media, and everyone was really like, yeah, this is cool. And I guess it kind of planted our Mak Shar sound there, in kind of in front of people. And then obviously from there we've got Untamed Heart, which is the song we've just released less than 2 weeks ago. And it's got a sadder origin. So we wrote this one about Dad. So Dad passed away in 2006. And like I was pretty young. I was born in 97, so I was 9. So it's like it's really young. And
I was when my dad died as well.
Yeah,
I was also
funny. Well, there you go. So you understand, like when you're younger, it's upsetting, but you can't process the emotions, and you wouldn't be able to put them into words. So it's taken us like almost 20 years to put a song out, and we didn't want it to be sad and kind of like pull people down. Instead, Instead, we wanted it to kind of be this sort of silver lining song. We wanted it to be the good things and the almost the legacy that he left for us to kind of push forward.
Yeah, the happy moments. And it's interesting because whenever you tell people, Dad did this or that, people automatically switch to sad, don't they? Whereas we don't generally want to feel the sad, but we want to talk about them because they're kind of why we're here today. And it's not negative anymore. It's about remembering them and that positive side. But so writing a song on that angle, it's almost giving people that permission to be happy when they think of him.
And that's exactly it. And no one, like, we don't want to, and I'm sure you understand this as well. Every time you bring up like a parent passing away, everyone goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And it's like, no. It's like we don't even want to, even if there were negative things, we're not reminiscing about them. We're not remembering things like that. All we care about is the positive, and that's part of what this is. So
yeah, and it is a positive song, absolutely. So I made the mistake by accidentally clicking on the press release. I never read a press release before I listen to a song, and it came through, and I don't know what made me click on it, and I opened it, and I the first sentence I read, and then I'm like, oh, I'll go on to the second one, and then I'm like, no, wait, I can't. And it was interesting because I'm like, oh, instantly for a second, I thought, oh, this is going to be a slower sort of sadder song, and I was like, oh, it really isn't. So I still got the surprise, but it's interesting.
Yeah, no, and that's it. It's not in any means. That's not what we're about. We do like slower harmony kind of songs, especially live. We definitely, we'll tackle a Simon and Garfunkel song, but by no means are we kind of down sad sort of guys. So we want it to be fun, and we want our music to be energetic, predominantly. Yes. So yeah.
Yeah, and it is. It's energetic. I actually can't wait until I get to see you guys live, because I haven't seen you guys live for a long time. You were the three of you last time I saw it, and I was trying to work it out when you were on last. I think it would have been 2020, potentially.
The year before COVID. The year before COVID. Because Tamworth wasn't on, and we didn't go. I think our last show was Tamworth that year.
Yes, I think that's where I saw you, because I know you were at the People's Choice, and I was there because we were sort of sitting in that same row.
Yeah.
And I think you did a show that time. I think that was
so if we were at the People's Choice Awards, we were 100% doing a show. So it would have been 2020. I think you're right.
Yes, so just as COVID hit a month later. Yeah.
Yep. So there you go. Wow, that's crazy.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's a lot of people come to our shows expecting, like, because we've released a lot of different stuff over the past couple of years. And a lot of people don't know what to expect, or some people expect different things. At our core, we are still very much, 2/3 of Brothers 3. The harmony is still there. Still very fun, easygoing. It's just there's two of us, and we're
a bit older now and everything, so I carry the looks on the band now. Matt kind of
while you're on the other side of the world promoting. Send the good-looking ones. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's send him as far away as possible.
That's right. Don't have to be together for a bit of time. Oh dear, we might not have a band by the time you guys come back. But anyway, that's all right.
Brothers 1.
The Survivor.
Survivor solo.
That's right. This is the one that's gonna continue on the legacy. The rest have been knocked out. So starting sort of going down from that, because I know that you do still do a bit of stuff as the three of you, and you're still close. Was that hard to switch from, or did it just naturally happen?
It was different.
I wouldn't say it was hard, because it wasn't something that like we didn't like we didn't all talk about and everything.
Yes,
it kind of was more needed for the time because Tazen, he kind of wanted a step back from music. Yeah. So it was more for his own personal time that he needed.
And I think musically, we just, it was just different. Like, it was kind of like, okay, well, we're missing the third. Like, I mean, we still are on stage, and you kind of hear the third harmony in your head, and it's like, it's not there, but you can hear it. So things like that, they took a while. And then obviously Tay played bass, so we missed for a while quite a bit of the bottom end of our show. I mean, our next step as Mak Shar is like, we want to kind of put a band together and kind of push that sound, because we love playing with other people. Like, it's fun, it's enjoyable. But at the moment, we're doing a lot of live looping. So really quickly, we just loop out a song, get it going, and then we can kind of like push 3 songs together that have that similar kind of drum beat, and you just like replay the guitar parts and replay bass parts. So it's very different, but at the same time, like I keep saying, it's like we're still fundamentally the same.
You are. Yeah, absolutely. But I think different's not a bad thing either.
I
move,
And I listen to the music we're releasing now, and it wouldn't have been released as Brothers 3. Like, we wouldn't have done anywhere near the same amount. Yeah. So it's kind of also, it's allowed us to change our artistic direction as well, which is cool.
Yeah. Bit more freedom.
It's also like, and like our writing style has completely changed as well, like compared to what we used to write back as Brothers 3. And I feel like it's kind of given us that broad spectrum of writing something completely different, but also having that root of what we used to do.
Yes. Yeah. Underneath that underpinning. And I guess that sound is still there. It's just a growth from that sound. It's just a natural progression. Yeah. It'd be interesting in a couple of years' time for you guys to write one of the 3 of you together and see where that is. Like, just
see how Tay never loved being he was never in the writing side of things. Like, he would be there, and that's why he'd always get a third. But he was like,
really?
Sometimes he'd come up with a line here and there, like, but he didn't really want to do the writing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. He was a let me play the bass kind of guy. Typical bass player. Typical.
Yes, that's right. The bass players are always different.
Typical, you get him some food, you get him a pick, and then you say, go, do your thing.
Do whatever you want, So so when you were talking about the looping, did that come in, was you already doing that and practicing around that? That's actually just a new sort of thing.
We spend, we produce our own music. So we spend a lot of time building songs from the ground up. And when we were Mak and Shar, we were like, look, what's the best way that we can kind of get a full sound quickly, and not because it was just the 2 of us, we didn't know what we were doing. And so we're like, well, let's loop. And a lot of people do looping. Like, it's a very, very popular, especially since Ed Sheeran's brought it to
I was about to say, he kind of paved that way, didn't he?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So it's similar to that. The difference is he does the whole thing with just the guitar. Whereas I'll do the acoustic guitars, and then I've run lines. So Shardon will do drums, and he'll do bass, and he'll do piano and synths and things like that. And we build it at the same time, but so it's quicker. So I'll record all my stuff, and Shardon will record all his stuff at the same time, and we just build the whole track. So it happens in 60 seconds. We can get a song done.
Wow.
And it's a lot of this sort of thing, but it is.
It would go so wrong if I was helping you.
Honestly, it goes wrong all the time in rehearsal, and I come up with some great names to call Shardon. There's some awesome looks. We probably should record it, because there is some absolute crackers in there.
A blooper reel. You guys
just
did a bit of recording of you guys building a song recently, didn't you?
Maybe.
Was that on your, you did a thing? I can't think what it was on. I saw of something you were, or was it just before you released a bit of you guys in the studio? There was something that I watched.
We probably did. So in the studio, we did a lot of this is how we made this song. For Untamed Heart.
Would be what
that was all studio stuff. But when it comes to live stuff, we actually have a few videos on my phone that I need to put up on socials. Of us building songs live, just so that people understand it. Because it does sound weird when you see 2 guys on stage, and it sounds like a backing track, because big band sounds 2 guys, and we don't want people to think we're cheating. We are literally, everything gets recorded, then wiped, and recorded, wiped, and that's it. We start from scratch every time. it's just how we like kind of playing around at the moment. It's really fun.
It's great. I think it's fantastic, and it's really good to see you guys. As you said, you're doing something different. You're enjoying it, and you both seem happy. It may be the distance, but you seem happy.
Yeah, it's better.
It's better. And like we were saying, talking about this Untamed Heart, how have people reacted?
Really, really good. So
that shock of what it's about.
Yeah, like it's funny because we've had a lot of people say they love the song. Now whether they know or not, about the premise of and where it started. I think if you listen to a song and you don't listen lyrically, you don't actually know what it's about. It's just like, oh, cool, this is a fun song. It's up tempo. Oh, cool, there's a trumpet in it. Wow, that's cool.
I was going to ask about the trumpet.
But like it's really when you listen to it, it's a really kind of it's a bit of a bop. It's a good fun song. We even had Becky Cole chose it as her pick.
Right.
So we sent her a message. Thank you. She was lovely about it. She says she loved it, which is really cool. Because I mean, I think Becky Cole knows a thing or two about music.
I think so. What is she up for 30 years or something?
Yeah, something like that. Like I've got a suspicion she knows what she's talking about. Yeah. And then we've had a bunch of people send us messages on Facebook and stuff that they love it. Yeah. And there's been no poor reaction to it at all. It's been great. So I mean, I don't know many people that would be like, I'm going to send these guys a message and tell them how bad their song is.
Crap. Yeah.
Right. But
I might send that to Mac, but he won't send. He will go to other people.
You're gonna really get this one.
It's definitely been. I think this one's. It's definitely doing like almost. I would hate to say better than best thing, which is what we want. Every time we release a song, we want it to feel like we're the next step of where we're at. And and even listening to it, I feel like we have grown as like the producer, musician side of things as well.
Yes,
which is great.
You can definitely hear that growth, and I think I wanted to sort of touch on that tonight with you guys because it's really important because a lot of artists don't get to do that. Whereas, so this song isn't just what you've written and then sort of with a big group of people made into a massive song. This is you guys from the ground up completely, and artwork and everything. You do it all, don't you?
Yeah, we don't muck around. We basically we spent a lot of time. Like, I mean, we've worked with some incredible producers over the last decade. Like DNA from Sony, and then we went through to Matt Fell, who's stunning. I mean, he's working doing amazing things in Tassie. And then we worked with Sammy Canis in Sydney. So we've worked with some really big names in the production industry, and from there, like it came to this sort of there's sort of this balance of like financial and creative, like where are we at? And a lot of artists know it's expensive to record, right? And for good reason. Like a producer, you cannot skimp on producers because they are worth their weight in gold. But honestly, everything.
It's the difference between airplay and not sometimes.
Yeah, really. Absolutely. 100%. Absolutely. But what we did is because we've worked with these guys.
You can't fake a good sound, basically.
No, exactly.
I feel like there was a bit of latency there.
It's like
he still thinks
my screen is going a little bit wonky.
It's the beer.
He's still thinking that we're like talking about, hey guys, welcome to the show. He's like, exactly.
I'm like 7 or 8 time zones behind, guys. I'm in the past. It's fine.
But yeah, so we spent a lot of time, like honestly, just watching, and just learning. And not that I think I'd be able to have anything on Matt Fell. He's an incredible producer. But just little things I'd watch him do, and the way that he approaches certain music parts, and every time we do something, that's how we kind of work it. What did he do, and what do we want? It is hard sometimes. Like it's kind of like being in an echo chamber with just the two of us, and we don't have outside kind of critique. Which a lot of people probably love. It's hard.
Walk away for that reason, but
Yep, 100%. So like, I'll do a mix. I'll leave it. I'll play it in my car or whatever, and I'll just won't touch anything. But yeah, like it's been a massive process of learning how to and what I like and what we don't like and things like that. And like I said, we're still perfecting it. Yeah.
And then equipment too.
And
you can go all out. Like, there's no limit to the cost that you can have to pay.
I'm in the studio at the moment, and like you can kind of see, like, that's our booth behind us. It's an old comm booth from like outdoor sporting events. So it was like a trailer, and it's all like
we just changed it up.
Yeah, it's all like foam and stuff. So it's not really soundproof, but it's a dead room. So when you record a vocal, it's just dead, which is great. And we've got like foam all over the walls inside it, and panels and acoustic things. And then I'm in this studio, which is awesome. But like, it's essentially a really good home studio. So we get I'm really happy with the sound we've got producing in here, because like
on McKieran's right, he has a massive wall of just guitars as well. Just a massive wall of them.
Yeah, it's a real studio. It's set up like a real one.
How else are we going to show people we have guitars?
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. You have to look professional. So you can hire it out.
Well, honestly, it's at the level where I'm even thinking about having people come in, and if they want to write with us or if they want to record songs,
Absolutely.
like we're there.
Right.
And it's so that's probably the next step for here. But for Mak and Shar, more stuff coming.
More stuff coming out. And look, you haven't released something that hasn't done well, as you said, but although people don't tend to probably write that was really bad, but you do see reviews with people going that was really crap. So if you will get it, it's just where you get it. So
we're just waiting on it. We're waiting on it. That's how. Someone give us some negative.
Or,
hopefully it's a song that McKieran writes rather than me.
You never know. Oh dear. But hey, any publicity is good publicity, isn't that how they say? Breaks the algorithm, because I'm going to click on it and see how bad it is.
I watched Raygun perform at Tones and I, so
well, see,
maybe I should just be popping out some kangaroo moves.
That'll be the next. You'll be doing some choreography, and it'll be just like that.
Put Sharon in a mini skirt.
Well, you did make each other run in the last film clip.
I made him run. Yeah,
you made him run. That was great.
Well, it might be Sharon doing 1,000 push-ups.
1,000 push-ups. I'm kind of hoping for the TV series that's going to come from Scotland. That'll be hilarious to see.
Try black pudding with me.
Now he's done it. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I could do black pudding. I could do no. I'd be happy not to.
Yeah, I'd be glad.
2024 is coming to an end pretty quickly. You've got more music coming. You're saying, what is up for the rest of the year, and what can we sort of look out for you into the new year?
So we are basically winding down, as most people are, for 2024. We've got like a New Year's party in Mudgee, so we'll close the year off with a party here.
Great.
It's awesome. Right at home. It's at Low Wines, so anyone in Mudgee, it's at a beautiful winery. It's going to be awesome. Food, drinks, it's incredible. We'll play there.
Also, people who are going to Mudgee for Christmas.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Stay for New Year's. I think we're playing Coffs Harbour Carols, which is random. Yeah. So we get to sing carols.
Do you get a choice?
We do. I think we've got pick of the lot, but I mean, carols or carols. It's like,
cheese or more cheese.
It's your regular everyday sound. Maybe you can change it up a bit.
We'll loop like Jingle Bell Rock into like something else.
Exactly right. I love it.
We are not against playing a Taylor Swift song, so we'll just like slide it in there somewhere.
In the middle.
Just in the middle.
How many other artists are going to do that? Yeah.
Honestly, it's hard not to. And then once 2024 has come to a close, it's up to the grandiose Tamworth Country Music Festival, as we've already said.
Yeah. It just starts off with a bang, doesn't it?
It's like it's honestly
keeps going and going and going and going.
Just the rest of the year, just No.
No. Yeah. You start on a very big high, don't you? The first week after Tamworth, where you've got that exhaustion, and then the low hits in, and then you've got to remember how to climb again. The fun of being an artist.
Yeah.
Great on stage, and then you go off and
you're like, wow, that was amazing, and then like 3 weeks later, you're like, cool, I have to actually like work again.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Oh, I've got to pick up I've got to go and vacuum and do all the Nobody's here wanting photos or
where's someone wanting my signature?
Where's my rider? Where's my rider?
You don't get a rider at home on your own, do you?
It's not fair. Oh dear. So 2025 is going to be big. If you're saying you got more music, so have you got that ready to go or still working? What's the sort of?
We've got about 7 finished tracks that we're happy with. So the way we are working at the moment is we're doing kind of one at a time, which is weird because a lot of people want to finish all of them at the same time and just kind of go like that. We are working. We're working towards an album. And the reason we're doing it one at a time is because what we do is we get like a general mix and then leave it. And then what I'll do is I'll come back for mastering and do them all at the same time. But yeah, we've got about 7 songs that are ready to go to mastering. And we're looking, I say this now, but I'll probably regret saying it, but we're looking at doing like a 12-track album in the next. I know albums are pretty old school, but there's something nice about it. Like, I don't know, there's something cool about just having, and we want to do physicals. Even though everyone's like, physicals are dead, it's like, no, there's something nice about holding it. Yeah.
Not at gigs. People still buy them. They might not be able to play them, but they buy them. And
I was going to say,
because they can stream it.
Put it on the shelf and have a nice little picture.
And then you go stream it so you get the plays. Yeah. That would be perfect.
That's
buy the album, don't listen to it. Go and stream it once.
Yeah. And just leave it on repeat at nighttime.
Yes, exactly right. Put on silent, that's okay, but keep playing.
Just keep playing over and over and over.
Repeat. Beats the algorithms that way.
Yeah. Spotify need their money, guys. Spotify need their money.
It's 1,000 plays before you guys even get your 0.4 of a cent. Like,
we might be able to afford a ham cheese toastie from McDonald's one day. So
half each.
Yeah, we'll share. Come on, we're not millionaires. Let's just have half each.
Exactly. The only way might be a Taylor Swift song or two. It's probably the only way to get you full toasty.
Yeah, that's it. Just a couple of 1989 albums. That'll be right.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Just look, even half an album would be.
Yeah, like just to be honest, like, why doesn't Taylor just send every artist in Australia like 20 grand? Just here you go, have 20 grand. I don't need it.
Record on me. Oh dear, the things that we hope for. I don't know that it's going to happen, but we can wish.
Maybe
we can wish.
If we keep saying it.
If we keep saying it, it will happen. It will happen when we dream, maybe. And then you wake up. Tell us though, social media. You guys run all of your socials, don't you? And all your website at all. You do it all.
Yeah. So we're on every social media platform, and we neglect some of them because we forget about them. Like Twitter's a huge.
I don't think Mac even. Yeah, I was going to say Mac doesn't know how to use Twitter. Well, which is X actually, Mac. I was
going to say it's that long since I've even logged into X that I called it Twitter. So,
have you tried doing a live on Twitter lately? Because we used to do Twitter, and now it won't let you go live unless you pay. And I'm just like, no, sorry, I'm just not paying.
Elon Musk is being a little bit stingy.
Yeah, and it's not like he hasn't already got enough.
I'll have to have a word.
He could give us another 20 grand. If Taylor could give us 20, he could give us 20.
I'm pretty sure.
And he can also give us a Tesla as well, just why not?
That's right. Get to gigs.
Well, I mean, I live in Mudgee. I get half.
Elon, you know who to sponsor. Come on.
That's why he won't sponsor you, because you won't. It's not good. It's not good.
Look, honestly, if he's skimping out on live videos on X, do you really think he's going to give us the extended battery Tesla? Not a chance.
Exactly right. I'll walk the rest of the way.
Just get a guitar on your shoulder like a bindle.
You don't have a full band for that one. You don't have to carry it all. Yeah.
No drum kit.
Exactly. So, social media. I know you guys, we've got a QR code for your social media and your website. I actually really like your website. I think you
thank
guys
you.
do a good job of that. Is that your main platform to get, like, what's the best platform sort of for us up-to-date things?
So if you see that little cute like website thing there, each one of those icons is a clicky, and you can go find stuff from there. So yeah, like if you want to find more and keep up to date with us, yeah, basically the best is obviously Instagram and Facebook. Everything goes on there. And then from there, just head up to, if you want to go to the website, check out our music. If you do struggle, because for some reason Spotify hates us, and if you don't put an ampersand in and you're at the word and, it's like, no, you don't get Mak and Shar, you get nothing.
I was also going to say, Mac, if they want to contact us, don't contact us on Spotify because you won't get us.
Yeah.
I don't even
Do you
think
guys
Spotify
like that? Can you get the messages?
There is no contact.
No, it's not on Spotify. No. Do you get the notifications on social media? Because sometimes they don't come through anymore.
My phone, like I have a iPhone 15 or whatever it is, and I swear that it just is like no messages today. And then you go to like 7 o'clock and it's like 14 emails, and it's like my publicist has messaged me. Yeah.
It'll be 2 a.m. and you'll just hear this ding, 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 go, what? And you wake up and there's 600 messages. How?
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to call him to remind him that he has a message because I got the message.
You do that to me if I don't reply, call me because I've probably forgotten.
But I have an iPhone. Do you have an iPhone as well?
No, I'm about to upgrade my phone, and I've always been a Samsung. But I've gone to the dark side and I use a Mac for all my music stuff.
Welcome to the corporate, like, what is it called? Like, just absolute gouging.
Yeah. That's
price
exactly
hiking.
right.
Yeah.
It's a charger that works for everything.
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at technology, so I just like it when it works, and then I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
My studio piece, like my studio computer's a Mac as well, so I'm just like everything talks in. It's great.
See, that's what I think would be better. I don't love that I've switched to the Mac because I haven't quite got the hang of it yet, but I do like.
You won't go back.
It does things right. Yeah.
You will not go back.
It is good, but I just need to learn how to find stuff.
And then next time we talk, you'll just be completely like you'll have an Apple logo tattooed to your forehead.
Yeah, that's right.
And just be a full-on
like. So don't do the phone thing. That'll be where I'll go from here. I've always done the Samsung phone, but their cameras are good on the Samsung phones.
Yeah,
so
it is true. It is true. I don't know anything about photography, so like my phone's just full of photos of my daughter, and that's it.
See, that's good photography. Did she take most of them? Does that make it even easier?
They're all like that angle, like that.
I just give it to her. She deals with it. Yeah. That's why you don't get your messages.
Yeah. She's just deleting them.
Like, you don't need to know that. Don't worry about it, Dad. I've got it sorted.
Yeah.
It's all right. Thank you both so much for joining us tonight. I know it goes so quick, but it was so good to see you guys before the year finished.
Thank you for having us.
I can't wait to catch you in Tamworth. I'm definitely going to come to your show in Tamworth. It'll be great to see you guys.
Please.
Tickets are for sale on that already, aren't they, for that show?
Yeah. Yep, they're on the West's website and also in our bios for social media. So just head over there, and they're only $20, nice and cheap for the Tamworth Festival.
That is for Tamworth. And how great to see you guys doing a ticketed show. We need to get more artists doing ticketed shows in Tamworth.
Absolutely. It really what it does is it supports acts themselves.
Yep.
So like it's not I know it's free music is great. But you know, a $20 ticket is what, 2 beers at a pub these days. So it's like you're essentially buying the artist. Yeah, exactly. You're buying the artist like a couple of drinks. That's all you're doing. And it's just showing support.
Yep. Venues charge a lot of money in Tamworth. They've charged a lot of money in general, but they also have to. They've got to make their money.
Yep.
But it is great if we can support with a ticket, even if it is just a $10 or $20 ticket. It is better than nothing, because I know I go to Tamworth and it costs thousands of dollars, and I do show after show, and you go home with nothing. And everyone's in that boat.
I don't know if we told you last time, but just anyone who's listening, it's costing us for 5 days, and I know everyone's in the same boat.
Yep.
$7,500 just in accommodation.
Yeah. I did $9,000 last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
6 days.
And it is just insane. And then you like, and when you do the maths, if we sell, $20, you know, like we're not going to make $7,000 back. We will not make any money. No. And that's why it's kind of hard, because we love the festival and we want to do the festival and everyone wants to go, but it is expensive.
It's getting so hard.
Expensive as, yeah.
And I think also, because a lot of the people watching need to remember, if you're eligible to vote for the board or any of that sort of thing, keep those things in mind when you're voting, because if we're not careful, the festival, we don't want it to not survive. We want to do it, and we want to keep artists coming, and we want to support each other to get there. I've spoken
to several artists who are like, we can't afford it, we're not going.
Me too.
And as soon as the little, like, even us, like we were going, geez, can we afford that? And we're like, well, whatever, we'll just have to save for it. And as
soon as the festival loses the artists, there is no festival.
Yeah, it's happening.
And especially if you lose the smaller artists, like if you lose artists, like we're the people that like build up the festival to be massive. You know, you lose all the small artists and you've got like 4 headliners. It's like
Peel Street will be empty.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Tamworth without Peel Street and busking? You know, it's all those important things, and even things like the parade and everything there. It's changed a lot this year. We were going to do a big float with a lot of artists this year, and we can't do that. We've taken floats off of the parade, so we can't do that to save money and to help each other. So we've got to figure out ways to make it happen. So if you ever get a chance to think about it, there's some of the really important stuff to keep everybody going, because Tamworth is my favourite festival of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. We're in the same way. We love it.
Got to keep it going. And that's how we can keep it going. Get off our high horse now and go back to enjoying music.
Happy.
happy songs. No, that's why we don't add Tamworth into songs for a lot lately. Because it's not as happy when you think of the dollars.
Just the bank account drain, but that's okay. We love it.
What do you want for Christmas? And I'm like, money for Tamworth. 10 grand's all. Just see, And if Taylor and Elon just come to the party, we can afford Tamworth.
They should just shout everyone a com. I reckon we should just all start a petition to make them pay.
Make them pay for our accommodation. I'd even happily pay for the transport if they cover the accommodation.
I think they'd have a bit of a licensing issue with Toyota there, though. Just gonna say.
Yeah, well, true. Yeah. But
just get Elon to buy Toyota. He'll be sweet.
Well, true. Yeah. Something to do. Yeah. If you got all the money in the world, what do you buy? Toyota. Tamworth. That's what you do. But yes, no, thank you so much again. It's so good to have you guys on.
And thank you for having us again.
At any time. I'd love to see you guys in Tamworth, try and do a live in Tamworth in person. See if we can,
let's do it.
come to the same part of the world.
Sure, why not?
Run it. Yeah. Cool.
Chardon will hopefully not be in Scotland.
You might be.
I should be playing there, so I should be back by then.
Yes. He'll be joining our show live from Italy. Something stupid.
Like that. Yeah, you'll be in Tamworth.
Just delays on all the loops that we have then.
We'll have to record them separate. To make this work. We're going to have to take a fair bit of timing to get this right. Oh, dear. Well, have a great night, guys. We will see you guys really soon. We're back tomorrow night. We've got Liam Brew tomorrow night at 8 p.m. my time. And I know that my time doesn't mean a lot to anybody, but we're back in my time. Have a look at the thing. So I'm on the I'm in Tassie. It's Eastern Daylight Savings Time. If you click on the link, it will tell you when we're going to go live, so you don't have to worry about what time it is. And if you're watching on the replay, still put the comments in, because I can still see them. We still get them. So make sure you let us know you're there watching. We will see you all tomorrow. See you guys.
See ya.